I don't give a fuck about this meat, but I have to pretend.
They say you never really know your neighbors. On Maple Street, everybody loved Marcus Hale. He flipped burgers on Sundays, coached Little League, held his wife's hand at church. A quiet man, a good father, a dependable friend. To this community, Marcus was just another hard-working American trying to raise his kids right. But that was only half the story, because while his children laughed in the driveway, Marcus Hale was building a fucking empire. At night, Marcus became someone else. The smile disappeared. The warmth faded. In the streets, he wasn't Marcus. He was the ghost. No social media, no flashy cars, no loose ends. He moved silently through alleys and warehouses, controlling routes across 4 states. And he lived by one simple rule. If you tried to rise above him, you died. No debates, no warnings, just silence. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Talebox for more interesting videos. By day, he helped his daughter with homework. By night, he counted stacks of dirty money and parked cars. 2 lives, 1 man. At home, he was gentle. On the streets, he was ruthless. He tucked his kids into bed with soft prayers, then stepped outside to order executions. And somehow, he convinced himself it was all for family. Every bullet, every broken body. He told himself it was love, but deep down, he knew it was control. Marcus never raised his voice, never needed to. His power lived in his eyes. Business meetings happened over whiskey and polite smiles. Deals were sealed with handshakes. Deaths were scheduled with nods. He didn't enjoy killing. He respected it. To Marcus, violence wasn't emotional. It was operational, a necessary expense. Anyone who threatened his territory became history. From rooftops, Marcus watched the city like a god. Highways glowed beneath him. Money flowed through shell companies, barbershops, car washes, even fake charities. He sponsored playgrounds, donated to schools, fed the hungry. People called him a blessing. They had no idea the same hands passing out food had ordered dozens of men into graves. Power made him feel untouchable, but power also attracts wolves. At charity events, Marcus smiled for cameras. Politicians shook his hand. Mothers thanked him. Kids hugged him. He was everyone's hero, the good man from Maple Street. Elena, his wife, believed he worked logistics. She believed the late nights were meetings. She believed the blood once on his jacket was engine oil. Marcus protected his family from his world. No drugs in the house, no guns overnight. His kids lived clean, because in his twisted mind, he was still a good father. Marcus trusted only 3 men: Ray, Dante, Cole. They grew up together, sold dime bags together, survived shootouts together. They were brothers, until greed entered Ray's heart, fear entered Dante's soul, and exhaustion broke Cole's spirit. The feds had been watching Marcus for years. They just needed insiders. Ray made the first call. Dante wore a wire. Cole handed over bank records. Loyalty was traded for immunity. The king was sold. Inside parked cars, whispered conversations were recorded. Hidden microphones captured secrets. Surveillance vans watched from dark corners. Marcus felt the air changing. Deals started feeling strange. Meetings felt colder. But he kept moving, because men like Marcus don't slow down. They speed up, even when the trap is already closed. It happened on a Tuesday morning. Marcus was packing lunches. Then the door exploded inward. Flashbangs, boots on tile. Federal agents, get on the fucking ground.
His children screamed. Elena collapsed. Marcus didn't fight. He just closed his eyes. Because deep down, he always knew this life had an expiration date. They dragged him past neighbors who once praised him, past the hoop he built for his son, past the house he tried to keep clean. The devil had finally been seen. Handcuffed, escorted, cameras flashing, neighbors staring. The same people who once called him a blessing now watched him fall. Marcus kept his head high, not because he was brave, because he was empty. His empire was gone, his family was broken, and his double life was finally over. His charges stacked higher than his body count: racketeering, murder for hire, conspiracy, money laundering. Ray, Dante, and Cole testified. They couldn't look him in the eyes. Elena cried in the gallery. The judge read the verdict: life without parole. No deals, no mercy. Marcus stood slowly, adjusted his cuffs. "I tried to live 2 lives," he said. "One for my family, one for the streets." He glanced at his wife. "I failed both." Then he turned to his former brothers. "And for you motherfuckers who sold me out, the streets never forget." As they led him away, Marcus smiled. Not with joy, not with anger, but with acceptance. Because monsters don't beg, they remember. Now Marcus Hale sits alone behind concrete and steel. His kids grow up without him. His wife carries shame she never earned. And his empire? Dust. Because no matter how clean you play it, no matter how good you look, you can't outrun blood forever. The devil wore a smile, but prison stripped it away.